Hi people, this is Chris. Today I'm back with a new video on the Tama Starclassic Walnut Birch 5-piece kit. Enjoy! The Walnut Birch series is Tama's entry into the professional Starclassic lineup and the little brother of the legendary Starclassic Maple series. Both lines are made in Tama's factory in China. In terms of features and hardware, the two series are almost identically equipped. However, the shell construction of Birch and Walnut in combination with the clear G2 better heads on the toms delivers a punchy, straightforward sound, making it very suitable for all kinds of rock and metal styles. Little spoiler, the kit also works great for many other genres. So what's included? The kit I have here is a loaner from the German Tama and Meinl showroom and consists of the following sizes: 22x16 bass drum, 10x7 and 12x8 toms, as well as two floor toms in 14x12 and 16x14. I also received the matching 14x6.5 snare drum with the set. Also included are two single tom mounts with ball joints to clamp onto your existing cymbal stands, 6 floor tom legs and a bass drum pillow from Evans. And as you can see, the bass drum has no mount, but there are various configurations in this series and many of them come with a double or single tom holder on the bass drum. At a price of 2,750 euros for these 5 shells, the kit isn't exactly a bargain, but it's competitively priced compared to other major brands. The snare is currently priced at 465 euros. Let's take a look at the shell construction and the drum heads. Tama uses its classic formula of a relatively thin 6mm shell without reinforcement ring, and the bearing edge features a slight round over on the outer side, and in the close-up you can see the 2 inner plies of walnut combined with 4 plies of birch on the toms and snare, and the bass drum is slightly thicker at 8mm, consisting of 5 plies of birch and again 2 plies of walnut. All the shells are flawlessly made and the edges are even, however there's no special oil finish on the inside, so overall solid build quality but nothing overly fancy. Tama provides clear Evans G2 heads and the bass drum comes with an EQ4 better and a black resonant head. Compared to the Starclassic Maple kit I last tested in 2022, the only difference is that Tama uses the more affordable Powercraft 2 resonant heads instead of clear G1s, and that's somewhat debatable in this price range above 2K. So let's take a look at the hardware and the overall look. Tama offers, at least in my opinion, some of the best hardware solutions on the market, and that's clearly reflected in this kit. Everything feels very thought out, both visually and technically. And with the Starclassic Walnut Birch you get all the professional hardware features like die-cast hoops on the toms and snare, the quick lock brackets which are super practically, especially on the small toms for quick head changes, and of course the overall look. The badges combined with the Starcast mounting system and also the new Molten Platinum Burst finish create a classy, almost 3D-like appearance in certain lighting conditions. So how does it sound? For the sound samples I first recorded the drums with the stock heads in a medium-low tuning paired with a higher tuned snare. And as mentioned earlier, this is a showroom kit, so I replaced the slightly worn out G1 better head on the snare with a new UV1 right away. And for the second take I switched the tom heads to Single-Ply Evans UV1s and tuned all the drums higher while tuning the snare slightly lower. And I also changed the bass drum beater to a softer leather model from Backbeat. So here's my conclusion. The Starclassic Walnut Birch is a modern sounding instrument, lots of attack, a solid low-end foundation and an overall controlled, straightforward tone with just the right amount of sustain. The shells are easy to tune and the die-cast hoops on the toms help shape the sound in a slightly drier direction, and you can especially hear that in the higher tuning with the single-ply heads. The snare drum, although not part of the standard configuration, sounds crisp and precise with nice rim clicks and cutting rim shots, and I've tested a few drums from this line before and they tend to sound best in medium to higher tunings. Of course, Tama offers more exclusive snares in their Signature and Star Reserve line, but this one is still a very solid drum, especially considering the fair price point. But my personal favorite out of the set is the 22x16 bass drum, which delivers a great punch with plenty of low end. So that's it for now. If you want to support the channel, feel free to use the purchase links down below. If you're interested in the kit or the snare, and there's also a 4-piece version available in this finish, featuring just the 16-inch floor tom. I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye!